Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are doing well. I'm your chemistry teacher Deeksha and I welcome you all to the class 9 science chapter number 2 is matter around us pure. So my dear students, we have already completed the explanation of this lesson and now is the time that we solve some in-text questions. So let's begin quickly. Let's begin today's session and let's have a look at the first one. So what is it saying? What is meant by a substance? So we already know, students, pure substances contain single type of particles. Okay, so that means, students, that wherever you get the substance from any source you get the substance, koi bhi source ho. For example, if I take water, so if you take water in any form, whether it is in the solid, in the liquid or in the gaseous state, and from any source, you take tap water, you take the water coming from ponds, so you will see that pure water consists of single type of particles. What are they? H2O. So it is made up of H2O molecules everywhere, right? So it is made up of single type of particles. This is what makes it different from mixtures. Mixtures में क्या होता है? दो different types of particles are mixed together, right? But यहाँ पे pure substances में single type of particles से ये मिलकर बनता है, ठीक है? Now let's have a look at the next one. What the question is saying? List the points of differences between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. So this is something we have done this is something very important, students, and we have done it so many times. So let's revise it once again. So homogeneous mixtures are what? The constituent particles of homogeneous mixtures, they are spread uniformly, or you can say they have uniform composition. They are mixed uniformly. So uniform composition means that they spread throughout, they spread evenly. There is an even distribution of particles. I told you earlier, even distribution of particles. But in heterogeneous mixture, students, what is happening? There is uneven distribution of particles. That means the composition is not uniform, right? The constituents are not mixed together thoroughly, okay? They are not spread evenly like in the case of homogeneous mixtures. Now, the homogeneous mixtures, they cannot have physically distinct parts. What do you mean by physically distinct parts? That you can't see different components at different places, okay? So if I have a mixture of salt and water, you can't see salt at one place and water at another place. No, they are mixed thoroughly, even distribution is there. So if you look at a homogeneous mixture, you will see that the appearance is same. आपका जो homogeneous mixture का appearance है वो हर जगह से एक जैसा नजर आएगा. Homogeneous का मतलब ही क्या होता है? एक जैसा दिखना, ठीक है? तो जिस मिक्सचर में आपको हर तरफ से कंपोनेंट्स एक जैसे नजर आएंगे, कोई भी मिक्सचर लेते हैं आप, हर जगह से अपीयरेंस सेम नजर आएगा, टेस्ट उसका एक जैसा होगा. इफ यू टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ लेमनेड, तो लेमनेड का टेस्ट आपको अलग अलग जगह से अलग अलग नहीं नजर आएगा, ठीक है? द टेस्ट, इट टेस्ट द सेम थ्रू आउट. पर अगर आप एक हेट्रोजीनियस मिक्सचर लेते हैं, सो दे हैव फिजिकली डिस्टिंक्ट पार्ट्स, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो कंपोनेंट्स है वो आपस में डिसॉल्व नहीं होते हैं. In the case of homogeneous mixtures, the components, they dissolve in each other. The solute, it dissolves in the solvent. पर heterogeneous mixture में जो भी आप components लेते हैं वो आपस में dissolve नहीं होते हैं. They are just suspended, okay? एक component दूसरे component में suspended रहता है. So that's why we can see physically distinct parts in a heterogeneous mixture. Why? Because we can see them very clearly. So if you take a mixture of, say, sugar and sand, okay? So in a mixture of sugar and sand, what will happen? You can see the sugar particles separated from the sand particles, okay? So you can very clearly see there is a physical distinct parts, okay? So both the components can be seen very easily, all right? And then we have some examples. You can quote some examples in the differences as well. तो homogeneous mixture के examples हमने पढ़े थे, बहुत easy. Sugar solution था, salt solution है, soda water, alloys, they all are examples of homogeneous mixtures. And when we come to heterogeneous mixture, students, again we have oil and water mixture, sand and water mixture, sugar and sand mixture, then we have sulfur and iron filling mixture, milk, blood, they are the colloids, they are also heterogeneous in nature. Correct? So these are some of the basic differences between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures, right? So hopefully now you get it. Let's move on to the next one. How are sol, solution and suspension different from each other? So sol, I told you students, the colloids are also known as sol. Okay, so don't get confused. हम colloids को sol भी कहते हैं. तो इन तीनों में differences क्या है? हम difference देखेंगे बहुत clearly. So property के basis पे difference देखते हैं. So what is the first property? The nature. What is the nature of sol, that is colloids? So we know that colloids are heterogeneous mixtures, solutions are homogeneous mixtures, and suspensions are again heterogeneous mixtures. Then let's move on to the particle size. So particle size, again the sol particles or the colloid particles are, the sizes are more than the true solution particles but less than the suspension particles. Okay, this is what we need to know. Solution particles are very, very small. That means they cannot be seen with our naked eyes. They are so tiny. They are smallest of the three categories. And finally, the suspension particles are very large size particles and can be seen with our naked eye. So they are very large size particles, larger than the sol and solution particles. Correct? Now appearance. So how do the sol appear, the colloids appear? They are generally clear but not always. Okay. For example, if you take blood, so blood is a colloid but it seems clear, right? But still it's a colloid. The solutions are always clear. They form clear solutions, okay? Solutions are clear in nature when we talk about the appearance. The appearance is very clear. Suspensions on the other hand are opaque, correct? So they form two layers sometimes they are opaque also. So these are the appearances, the differences based on the appearances. Visibility, very important students. You can see the colloid particles through the help of ultra microscope. Okay, so by the help of ultra microscope, you can see the sol particles very easily. However, we can't see sol particles with our naked eyes. हम sol particles को हम naked eyes से नहीं देख सकते, पर हम ultra microscope की help से देख सकते हैं. Solution particles, they are not at all visible, बिल्कुल भी दिखते नहीं हैं आपको. और सस्पेंशन पार्टिकल्स हमें नेकेड आई से बहुत आसानी से नजर आ जाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि उनकी पार्टिकल साइज काफी बड़ी होती है. Then let's have a look at the property of Tyndall effect. Again, very important students. So Tyndall effect is shown by the colloids. Solution particles do not show Tyndall effect. So solution will never show Tyndall effect, but suspension may show Tyndall effect. I told you that under the condition when the suspension is not breaking, अगर आपका suspension break नहीं हुआ है तो suspension आपका ये show करेगा Tyndall effect. But अगर suspension break हो गया है, मतलब solute particles जो है वो settle down हो गए हैं, दो layers बन गई हैं, तब उस condition में Tyndall effect suspension show नहीं करेगा. Got it? सेटलिंग ऑफ पार्टिकल्स. नाउ पार्टिकल सेटल होते हैं कि नहीं, मतलब ये मिक्सचर जो है ये स्टेबल है या अनस्टेबल है. तो यहाँ पे सॉल पार्टिकल्स सेटल डाउन नहीं होते हैं, सिर्फ सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन जब आप करते हो तब सेटल डाउन होते हैं. सो यू कैन से दे आर क्वाइट स्टेबल. अगर आप स्टेबिलिटी के लिए भी देखें, सो सॉल इज क्वाइट स्टेबल. क्यों? क्योंकि उसके पार्टिकल्स अंडर नॉर्मल कंडीशन सेटल डाउन नहीं होते हैं. सोल्यूशन पार्टिकल्स सेटल डाउन कभी नहीं होते हैं क्योंकि वो क्या हो गए, डिसॉल्व हो गए हैं. सोल्यूशन के पार्टिकल्स क्यों सेटल डाउन नहीं होते? क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी डिसॉल्व फॉर्म में, तो कैसे सेटल डाउन होंगे? सस्पेंशन पार्टिकल्स दे डू सेटल. सो sol and solutions are stable whereas suspensions are unstable. आप इस तरह से भी stability, you can add a property of stability also here. Although this and this mean the same, ठीक है? Stability, they are stable, but suspensions are unstable. ये इनके particles settle down हो जाते हैं, ठीक है? So these were some of the differences between the sol, suspension and solutions. Got it, students? ये समझ आ गया सबको? Right? Okay. Now the next one is a numerical. Okay? Pay attention here very carefully. To make a saturated solution, 36 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 gram of water. So you have been given two masses, mass of solute and mass of solvent. You have to find the concentration. So obviously students, here you have to find the concentration of mass by mass percent. क्वेश्चन में आपको वॉल्यूम नहीं दिया हुआ तो ऑब्वियसली जो भी कंसंट्रेशन आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे वो मास बाय मास परसेंट होगी क्योंकि मासेस दिए हुए हैं, ठीक है। मास बाय मास का फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करने से पहले यू हैव टू सी कि क्या दिया हुआ है। आपको दिया हुआ है मास ऑफ सॉल्यूट एंड मास ऑफ सॉल्वेंट। जब आप मास बाय मास परसेंट का फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करते हैं, सो इफ यू रिमेंबर व्हाट इज इट, mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. तो mass of solution पहले calculate करना है. How will you do that? This is mass of solute. This is how you have to write it. Mass of solvent is 100 and the total mass of the solution will be the addition. Okay, you have to add the mass of solute and mass of solvent to get the mass of solution. तो क्या आया? 136 grams. अब आप formula apply करेंगे and then you will get your answer. So concentration is mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Just put the values and multiply by 100 because this is a percentage. So your answer will be in percent, around 26.47%. Got it? All right. Now, this is a question which is again something which we are going to do by our own. Okay, so we'll do it. You will also do it with me. Classify the following as chemical or physical changes. So one by one we will see which is the chemical and which is the physical change. So cutting of trees. Now students, when you cut down trees, you are not changing the chemical composition. आप tree का chemical composition change नहीं कर रहे, आप सिर्फ उसको क्या कर रहे हो, उसकी size को change कर रहे हो. So it's a physical change. मेल्टिंग ऑफ बटर इन अ पैन, तो बटर है आपका पैन में, वो क्या हो रहा है, सिर्फ अपना स्टेट चेंज कर रहा है एंड स्टेट चेंज इज ऑलवेज अ फिजिकल चेंज. यू आर नॉट चेंजिंग इट्स केमिकल कॉम्पोजिशन. दिस इज अगेन अ फिजिकल चेंज. ओके. रस्टिंग ऑफ एल्मिरा. सो एल्मिरा आपकी रस्ट हो रही है, एल्मिरा मेड अप ऑफ आयरन. जो रस्टिंग होती है आयरन की, जब रस्टिंग होती है क्या वो रिवर्सिबल होती है? नहीं. एक बार जब आयरन रस्ट होगा तो आप इस चीज को रिवर्स नहीं कर सकते. ओके, सो यू कांट गेट बैक आयरन. क्यों? क्योंकि एक केमिकल रिएक्शन हुआ है जिसमें आयरन रस्ट में चेंज हो गई है और रस्ट एक अलग कंपाउंड होता है आयरन ऑक्साइड का. ठीक है, तो इसलिए रस्टिंग क्या है, एक केमिकल चेंज है, केमिकल रिएक्शन हैज हैपेंड. Boiling of water to form steam. So when the water is changing into steam, so what is happening? The liquid state is changing into gaseous state. So again it is a change of state और change of state हमेशा physical state होता है. पानी का chemical composition change नहीं हुआ. Steam में भी H2O ही है और liquid water में भी H2O ही है. H2O किसी और चीज में change नहीं हुआ है. That's why it's a physical change. Passing, now this one is important, remember this. Passing of electric current through water and the water breaking down into hydrogen and oxygen gases. So what do you think is happening, students? Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen gases combined together and water is a compound. Okay, तो पानी जो है H2O वो क्या है, एक केमिकल कंपाउंड है. आप क्या कर रहे हैं, उसके अंदर से इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पास कर रहे हैं. क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पास करने से देयर इज अ केमिकल रिएक्शन हैपनिंग इन विच water is breaking down into hydrogen gases and oxygen gases. तो यहाँ पे कंपाउंड को ब्रेक किया जा रहा है इसके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट एलिमेंट्स में. ठीक है, और ये कैसे कर रहे हैं हम, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मेथड. ये क्या होता है, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पास कर रहे हैं और एक केमिकल रिएक्शन हो रही है. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नोन एज इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मेथड. तो इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मेथड है, इसका मतलब कि क्या है, ये एक केमिकल चेंज है, एक रिएक्शन हो रही है जिसमें पानी टूट रहा है into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Okay, so this is not a physical change. यहाँ पे एक chemical reaction हो रही है. All right, electrochemical reaction is happening. Dissolving common salt in water. So you have taken water, you have taken salt and you are dissolving it. So what do we get? Salt solution. Salt solution is what, students? It's a mixture. तो यहाँ पे ये मिक्सचर है, हम इसे इजीली सेपरेट कर सकते हैं ना. इवेपोरेट कर दो पानी को, वापस से आपको सॉल्ट मिल जाएगा. सो इफ यू आर एबल टू ब्रिंग बैक द कंपोनेंट्स फ्रॉम विच द मिक्सचर इज मेड, सो इट्स डेफिनेटली अ फिजिकल चेंज. कुछ भी, क्योंकि इसके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स आपस में रिएक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, है ना, कोई रिएक्शन नहीं हो रहा है, इसीलिए तो आप सॉल्ट और वाटर को वापस लेकर आ सकते हैं. यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन गैस भी मिल रही है आपको, वाटर को ब्रेक डाउन करने से, पर वो कैसे मिल रही है, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल रिएक्शन करवाने पर मिल रही है। इतनी इजीली इवेपोरेशन करने से आपको वाटर से हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन गैस नहीं मिलेंगे, ठीक है। Making a fruit salad with raw fruits. So you are just cutting fruits to get a salad. So it's definitely a physical change. Burning of paper and wood. So burning of anything is a chemical change. Okay. So burning is a chemical change always. All right. Here we come, students, to the end of this in-text questions. So hopefully now you know how to do these questions, how to differentiate between so many things. We have homogeneous, heterogeneous mixtures. Then we have salts, solutions, suspension, mixtures, compounds, pure substances, mixtures. So now you get it how to write these answers. Okay. So I'll meet you in the next one, students, where we'll discuss the exercises questions. Till then, keep practicing and keep revising everything. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.